So I'm not sure if this was a good idea or not, but the back of our deck, not the deck, but the previous owners put this, I don't know what to call it even. It's like it's a countertop and they enclosed it, but it's falling down. Sorry about my sniffles, my allergies are crazy, but I had this pot right here and I had ivy that I just stuck one, it was maybe one little twig in 4 or 5 years ago, and now it's kind of taken off. So I actually don't mind it growing up here, and we don't like the way that this looks. So I tried to put these hostas here because we don't get a whole lot of sun. So kind of a quick fix because we don't have time to worry about all this. I told my husband I was going to move that vine and see if I can get it to grow all through here because it gets some sun but not a whole lot. And this is the access to our grill up here. So I don't know if I'm going to regret this or not, because I hear this stuff is awful and very destructive when it does grow into stuff. But see how it started growing up onto here, and I was hoping it would hide this awful deck, these deck boards, because I'll have to put a full body like a pan back and show you what it looks like, but it doesn't look very nice. So luckily it's in the back of our house and you can't see it from the street, but our neighbors can see it, and it's kind of an eyesore from the garden. So I put these hostas here. When I pulled up the wood chips, I put wood chips under here, and then I put pine shavings on top to try to tamp down the weeds. Like I said, this spot right here doesn't get a whole lot of sun. It's where our septic access is. So, oh, sorry about the sniffles. So it's patchy in here, and this is where my clothesline is anyway. So I'm okay with this not like taking some of the string trimming portion of my husband's lawn mowing away. He said it was okay. So I just ripped that thing out and put it over here. And I guess I'll just take these branches and lean them up here and see if I can get them to grow up and kind of over, and maybe just along the back here. So again, I hope I don't regret it, but we shall see. And there's all my seedlings that need to go out. I deconstructed my greenhouse and then it rained, so I had to take the plastic off and let it dry in the sun. So I need to take that down. And then my, it's back there, the rack that I use for my indoor greenhouse. And then I need to put my trees away. So just a lot of little like piddly things to do. Just trying to make it look a little bit nicer out here. That's some roots on it, so I'm just going to stick these in the ground over there. All right, after working on that portion of the deck, I wanted to go play in the garden. So I headed out to the garden. I had said in a previous video that I was pulling up the mulch and using this cardboard, either composting it or burning it. Actually, I was not going to use the cardboard, and I had used it to put my garden beds to bed for the winter, just to cover them, and I had just enough to you can see some in the beds in the beds there. And so I decided that even though we're going to get rid of the mulch around the garden beds, you'll see me kind of raking it up here shortly. I decided that because the blackberry bush is right here, and my husband and the arches are here, this is usually where I plant pumpkins and vining type things. So I didn't want my husband to have to come through here to mow. So I decided that it would also be a little bit easier to rake this mulch over around the blackberry bush to try to keep it from spreading out again. It had spread out quite far, and we put a cattle panel up in there, and I kind of fished the vines up through there just to kind of keep it a little more not so crazy looking, a little more attractive looking. So see how it goes up more instead of out. So I wanted to just keep the weeds. It's really not, I guess it is weeds, but the grass grows up really tall in between wherever it can, and it starts to look kind of messy or sloppy or just overgrown. And I'm trying to just keep it kind of nice looking because this is right on the edge of 3 properties here. So this is the back corner of my property. My neighbor's behind us. You can see their pole barn behind us. And then my neighbor, if you're looking at my garden from the house to the right of us, have very well manicured yards. And I just wanted to just be courteous of what they have to see. So I'm just raking up the mulch and putting it over there just to try to keep it looking just a little bit nicer. And this is Mother's Day, so after I had been in the garden for a little while by myself, had an audiobook going and was just enjoying getting the dirt between my hands and my toes. My daughter came out and wanted to spend some time with me, so we decided to go ahead and plant some beans. I grow green beans because it's her favorite vegetable. She actually asks for green beans, believe it or not. So I try to encourage that as much as I possibly can by growing them. So she wanted to help me plant the seeds, so I let her help me plant seeds.
You said 10, right?
Yeah, but keep going the whole way. You need to be back some. Put them back a little bit. You want the seed to be there, so you want it to be back some. Just flip it. Just flip it and put it in.
Sorry.
Okay.
These guys are so cute. So many of them too. This is the
Watch your eyeball.
This is the tallest one I have.
Just break it. Break it in half if you want to.
How deep is this?
Now, do you want to use your finger to poke the holes? Or do you
Yeah.
want to use another stick to poke the hole?
Finger.
Okay.
What is?
Alright, put one bean. See how, so you want to plant it as deep as big as the seed is. So see how the seed's this big? So you just want to put it just below.
Okay.
And then cover it. Okay?
Don't do it too deep. That's right. Too deep like that. Could just do this too.
Yep. It's That's fine. And then make sure it's got plenty of dirt on top. And then give it a pat pat.
I don't know why I did that. Yeah, you can still see that.
Pat pat. Okay, now there you go. Yep. Need some help?
No.
Keep going back and forth until you use all your water up.
Okay.
Okay, good job. And then by the time we had finished planting seeds and watered everything in, I ended up, my allergies were just kicking my butt. This whole spring season, my allergies have been the worst that they've ever been. I've actually never been this bad. Maybe for a day or two, and usually I can just take a dose of Benadryl, I go to bed, and I wake up the next morning and I just feel so much better. But this season, my allergies have been so bad. I had to change my like over-the-counter allergy medicine, which I hate taking, but if I don't take it, I'm just a mess. And this year, my eyes were really bothering me, like the worst. It felt like I had sand in my eyes all season long so far. So anyway, by the end of my day outside doing all this and all this tree pollen, and I know it's tree pollen, I looked it up, but the tree pollen blowing around, I ended up needing to go get a box of tissues to blow my nose, and of course I composted them, but I had just had enough, and I still had to figure out what we were going to do for dinner. I actually don't mind cooking dinner on Mother's Day just because I don't mind cooking. I like cooking. It's the cleaning that I don't like doing. So anyway, I had to go inside and figure out what we were going to do for dinner, and I just picking up little things as I go along, trying to keep the garden nice and tidy. And yeah, ended up having a coughing fit and sneezing fit and just went inside, and I think we ended up just doing something simple for dinner, and I sneezed and blew my nose until my Benadryl kicked in and I went to bed. So yeah, happy belated Mother's Day. I know this is coming out way after Mother's Day, but yeah, just wanted to keep you guys updated what's going on in the garden. I actually did film and I'm getting it out there. So end of the school year, end of sports season for both kids, and end of the school year for both kids and myself, since I'm working in like higher education now. So I'm looking forward to having the summer off. And yeah, so stay tuned to see how the garden's progressing, and thanks for tuning in. Hope you all had a good Mother's Day, and until the next video, hope you're well. Take care. Bye.